Welcome back to the channel, everyone! Today we have some super relaxing gameplay lined up.
So, I feel like before we get going too far, I should discuss what Pokemon we are aiming for this lovely little journey. And what I might do is along the bottom of my camera, put little icons. So, because they're not readily available until the DLC, Vulpix is going to be the key to Kami. One. I will be doing probably the Alolan and the Cantonian Vulpix on that team once we get to Kitakami. I am trying to remember who else I want. So there are some Pokemon that I absolutely adore. We've got, in this game specifically, in the base Pokemon Violet, we've got Tinkaton. She will be one of the absolute have-to-haves. So let's find a Tinkaton and we will put it on screen. Because ideally what will happen is eventually we will be going and trying to get shiny versions of all of the Pokemon that we want. But if it is not possible, please do not judge me. I am doing my heckin' best over here. So we've got Tinkaton. And that is here and here. And you are very big, my friend. We need you to shrink down, please. So maybe we'll put her. No, it should probably be down here, which means we need to shrink her down a little bit more. So we've got Tinkaton. I'm trying to think who else I wanted to get for this. Give me 2 seconds. I did have a whole plan. Do you think I remember any of it? Probably not. So I know Tinkaton is a big one. Another one that I am torn between. So we got our squishy boys, Clodsire and Bellybolt. Now, Clodsire is a heckin' cutie. Bellybolt, also a cutie. I think, personally, for this team's roundout, our best bet is probably going to be Clodsire. And again, like I said, we'll be going for shiny versions, which is why on the... Where's my thingy? Aha! Here we go. The Pokemon team that's down here, we will be putting only the shiny versions of them to make it a little bit easier to know what we're aiming for. So, Clodsire will be the next one. Let's add him in. Or her. I mean, no judgment. Let the Clod be a Clod. Clodsire. And we will put in our purple. And let's just say it. Clodsire matches our aesthetic very well. We got our pinks, we got our purples. We are checking to make sure that things are not too big, too small. Yeah, we're doing pretty good over here. All right. So, now what I need to do. I wanted to get Applin and then eventually get Diplin. But I do know that Diplin is not until Kitakami. So, I don't know if we will go for Applin until Kitakami Um, and that's the problem. So I know that we've got the options of Flapple and Appleton. We also have um Goodra, which is also a very near and dear to my heart Pokemon. So, um, let's see what we can do here. So, how about this? We will save Applin for a Kitakami team. Now, that being said, I have not planned anything for Blueberry Academy, the Indigo Disc. I almost forgot what that was called. Coffee is very needed in this time. I think I'm trying to think what our best options are. Part of me wants to get stuff so that we are. Let me see if I can find because I know that. Oh, okay. I remember another one that I wanted. So for a long time, and I know this is a character who doesn't get a lot of love. I absolutely love Lurantis. Might not be everybody's cup of tea. More power to you. We are going to be getting a Lurantis for this. She's cute. She's iconic. Her shiny, I will say, is not the greatest. But how can you say no to that face? Look at it. It's adorable. So we're going to put her up here too. I guess I should. Well, that's for the main. Okay. Lurantis is definitely a big one. So now we get to the questionable ones because I would love, as you can see behind me, to have our Vulpix family. Again, we're gonna have to wait. It's very important. Um, so if you're playing a Gen 9 game, you gotta have some of the newer ones, which we already have covered with Clodsire, Tinkaton. Um, I am torn on saying yes to Ceruledge. Now, that being said, Ceruledge is gorgeous. Purple. We love a Ceruledge. I think it's a good option for our fire type. Um, will it take a while to get everything set up for our Ceruledge? Probably. Are we still going to go for it? Most definitely. Just because I think having a shiny with swords attached to its arms would be amazing. So we're gonna shrink our little friend down here. Gotta make them all somewhat the same size. I am horrible at doing it this way. I'm doing my best, but I know it's not the neatest. But we're working on it. All right. So we've got 4 of the 5. Now, we have our steel, our ground, our oh god, I've forgotten what Lurantis is. Um, Lurantis is what? Grass? Bug? Grass. 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 Sand bug. And we got our fire type. We do not have any water coverage, which so, I guess technically Clodsire can be some of our water coverage. There is a world where Dockspun could be somebody that we consider. It's not a very big world, mind you, but it is a world. I do like the idea of a poltergeist for our ghostly ghoul. Obviously, we'd be going shiny. If you're gonna go for a team, we gotta make it shiny. So this one, I know if we want to go for the authentic one is going to take a while. It might be something that we have to consider not going for the authentic version, but for the time being, our ghostly ghoul is here. So we are just missing one member of our team. And I don't know who to go with. I know that a lot of people would say go with your starter or everything. Don't get me wrong. Love Sprigatito. Gudra is such a good one. Do we just stick with the idea of going for Gudra? And we could go with Gudra still. And I mean, who doesn't love a pink and yellow shiny? Um, I'm not leaning so much towards Dachshund anymore. Don't get me wrong, Dachshund, real cute, squishy dog. Um, but I think that what we're going to do is go with Gudra. And if we need to adjust later, we will. Um, but I feel like we have a pretty good coverage now with this team put in place. I will not say that I am the greatest at Pokemon. I go for aesthetics more than I go for actually knowing what the heck I'm doing. But we do what we can. And the good thing is we've got Poltegeist who would resist normal fighting and Poison Bug. Yes, they're weak to Ghost and Dark, but it is what it is. Gudra would resist fire, water, electric, and grass, but being a dragon, fairy, dragon, and ice, not the greatest. Um, then we have our lovely friend, the Claude, who is resistant to electric, poison, fighting, bug, rock, and fairy. Pretty good there. Um, it's we can get the one that has water absorb, then we can add water to that mix and they are no longer weak to it, which would be ideal. But they would be weak to ice, ground, and psychic. Not bad. We can work with that. We have. Okay, I've lost Tinkaton. Okay, here we go. I found her. It's fine. Everything's fine. So, Tinkaton resists poison, dragon, bug, normal, grass, ice, flying, psychic, rock, dark, and fairy. She's a powerhouse. Look at that hammer. We love her. She is weak to fire and ground. It's okay. Why do I have Rabombia? That's not even a team member. Lurantis resists water, electric, grass, and ground, but is weak to fire, ice, poison, flying, and bug. She can't take the hits, but at least she looks pretty doing whatever she's doing. And our last one, is that our last one? Is Cerulege. Cerulege. Here we go. Cerulege, it resists normal, fighting, bug, fire, grass, ice, poison, steel, and fairy, but is weak to water, ground, rock, ghost, and dark. So, what I'm getting out of this is a lot of our team not so good against the ghosts and the darks and the grounds and the water. But the ones who are good will carry us through. So, this is going to be our team. I am very proud of them. We're going to go from here.